Good morning. Day 26, wake up and walk. We've already been at it since about 5 a.m. this morning. We're out here in the burbs, heading off to see our old friends as we do every Tuesday. Taking the back way. Always the road less traveled. Not as crowded. It's about 98% humidity, about 62 degrees Fahrenheit. So it feels a little damp and a little cool. There's a nice breeze out here, so that's giving it a little wind chill. As soon as you get done walking or get off the bike, I feel a little sweaty. Instead of getting swifty, I'm getting sweaty. I like to come out here because they've got a sort of like a free open gymnasium as they have here in China, of like sort of like equipment that's available for everybody. Most of it's sort of mobility related, like shoulder wheels and things to do sit-ups on. And this is one of the few places that has a table that inverts, and you kind of lock your feet in it, and then you lean backwards slowly, don't drop yourself, and you invert yourself, so you're kind of doing a gravity assisted handstand. So I do that a few times. I find it's really helpful for any sort of low back pressure, subluxation, anything else like that. Not that I'm having much back pain lately, because I think the weight loss is making a difference. So, but I like to keep up with it. So when I'm out here on the weekdays, I always hit it first thing in the morning. And might seem kind of strange or feel kind of strange, but nobody cares. They're just used to old people kind of doing those things. So maybe I get a pass as being an old person. Staff down here checking me out here as I head by with the selfie stick. Curiosity killing the cat. Johnson Howe, good morning. Yeah. Beijing Hao. Yeah. Sam Beijing. Yep. But not from eating your food. Different dialect. Not Putonghua, not Guangdonghua. Could be Chizhouhua, could be Guangxihua. It's definitely not one of the primary local dialects. Majority of the people that are doing service industry in the urban areas, or even out here in the suburbs, they come from outside. They're looking for opportunity, and they also kind of travel in sort of groups and packs. So if you got somebody that's from some village, and they'll invite somebody else and so forth. It's kind of like, you know, sort of like what immigrants do. Immigrants in their own country, I suppose. I was reading the article this morning of a tech blogger that was denied entry on a transit visa from Hong Kong to Shanghai. Essentially, they pulled up a time that he didn't register within 24 hours of entering the country. So, you know, it's always sort of in flux. Quite oftentimes I've known people say, oh, I want to put down I'm a journalist. I'm like, are you? Are you really? Or are you just a blogger? Only because it can be a bit precarious, the understanding of what a journalist does. So I always try to remember myself, but also try to remind people that we're guests here. And we got to follow their laws as much as we can with the limited language ability or culture ability that we have. Granted, some things may seem a bit gray to us, but considering the alternative back home, it could also be construed the same way. I think, yeah, the world has gotten flatter, according to I don't know, some guy. Anyway, the Earth is flat, yeah, and I think the borders and walls are a lot taller because of that. So you do the best you can with what you have, and try to be a good guest. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it much more this time around than when I left 3 years ago. But after 7 years, I was ready. So to do something else, and large part of that was traveling around the country extensively. And domestic travel can be a bit of a grind for foreigners here. So now I've kind of got my groove, got things that I enjoy doing. I enjoy my leisure time. I like kind of being sort of semi-retired, where I can not be pressed to do too much of anything unless I want to do it. And when I had enough, I'll just go. So I'm lucky that way. But yeah, definitely enjoying sort of the relaxedness of it, the casualness of it. I gotta warm up here to speak. It's the benefit of doing this first thing in the morning. There might be some sunshine coming our way. I kind of hope so. It's definitely hazy, misty, foggy, smoggy. And again, like I said, that high humidity, you can feel the moisture in the air. I did throw in a headpiece here from one of my former students from Yemen when I was in Malaysia. I know it's a symbol of different things to different people. For me, it's a symbol of a good student who I wish good things for. So I don't get too hung up on attachments and symbols. I thought, well, it's going to get to be about 79, 81 degrees today. I need just enough of a cover to avoid feeling too cold, but I wanted it to be portable without like a jacket or something. So that's my choice. All right, I'm gonna zip in here and try to find some coffee and have a good time, and I'll talk to you tomorrow for day 27, which is amazing. We're almost done. Cheers.